Woe is me, woe is me. Ah, the
Uh,
game sucks. I hate the game.
well, hello there.
So, I miss the misery.
Ooh, it's a pretty good server.
Yes, God.
It's even better than the one I had earlier.
Done here. To infinity and beyond. Dude, doesn't your mom own that place? Shut up. Going to infinity and your mom's. A gremlin, huh?
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Oh, motherfucker.
The capsule will be leaving the station.
What's going on?
Careful, doors are now closing.
Yeah, I like Valheim. I like Valheim. I love the fact that you can die from chopping a tree and it landing on you. And then you can, like, or well, if you can't anymore, but you used to be able to, like, chop up trees. Like, basically what you would do is use the side of a cliff and you just build your trees on the side of the cliff. And then you chop them down, let them roll down the hill. And when they roll into each other, they just break. So you don't actually have to chop them all up individually. It was genius. You'd make, like, an entire, like, tree harvesting pit. You would just, like, basically chop down your trees, roll them to the hill, and just roll them down the hill, and they'd all, like, break up. It was great. It was great. It was great. Easy mode. I think they nerfed it a bit, though.
Arriving next stop. The capsule.
Alright. About to grab my ship and head your way.
Going to Gloopy. Gonna go hit that, I think it was Gloopy.
The Empire's leader of Takedash
Caterpillar wreck.
where creative
Or
innovation
somebody else does.
meets innovative creativity.
Expect the frame rate the tank ridiculously, as it has been the last couple days.
From
Welcome
the best
to the ASOP
shopping,
vehicle
dining,
retrieval system.
Oh yeah, I forgot I got rid of the
Be
quarry.
sure to visit
Yeah,
Miss Babbage's
I traded the
renowned
quarry for the
comic
cutlass, and then I got the
Vehicle selected.
little bike, the
Stand
dragonfly.
by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the
I like the
location.
quarry. Cutlass special.
The Empire's leader
The fucking munchies tonight or something. Because I've got junk food in the house. Don't normally have junk food in the house.
I tried not to carry it now, so I grab it. Because once it's in
Once
there,
in a
that's
while,
all you
I
want.
don't care because I put through it, but not usually enough. Break my diet. I haven't.
Cool, the dragonfly actually stayed, and then like just disappeared.
Should.
Yeah.
Always do.
It took me a little second to get this thing in here. That first time I tried to do it, the server was so bad, but it was desynced and shit. So I tried it like a couple hours later. Kinda cool, this thing has a weapon rack.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant...
shared.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Something about fucking Reese's Pieces and like Reese's peanut butter.
I'm more of
Just
a.
crack.
I like the peanut butter, or not the peanut and M&Ms. Those are pretty good. Or Kit Kats.
Yeah, I can't do peanut M&Ms. I like that bag in one sitting. And I can't do a small bag either. Like,
Yeah, you gotta get those out. Man. Can't wuss out.
I used to, like when I was a kid, I used to knock off a bag of gummy worms by myself, like a pound bag of gummy worms in an evening.
I like those sour
I was a
crawler
fucking
things.
sugar whore.
A very,
Like,
very.
I probably shouldn't be here, like with all the fucking sugar I've consumed in my lifetime.
Yeah, probably me too. But all right, I'm still kicking.
Overdose of sugar.
That'd probably be one of the reasons why. Which mission are we doing first? A clear sight or defend?
I do sometimes too. I like chips and shit more though.
Now, which mission are we doing first? We're doing the defend or
Sea
the
Protection Services.
ah?
Sea Protective Services. Peanut butter and chocolate are my Achilles heels. When it comes to like that stuff. I love me some gummy worms, but I don't do them as much as I used to.
Clear the side of hospital.
But Reese's and like chocolate's just good. Like I went to the store and got these on discount. Fucking Ghirardelli. Oh, fucking Ghirardelli dark chocolate. Good. So good. Rich and velvety. Mhm. All right. Oh, good. Dark chocolate's got that like that bitter bite to it, you know. Oh.
Yeah. Good though.
I don't have a covered. Oh fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Sadly though, I don't do salty French fries. Unless I get them from like Burger King or something. So I do them, but I don't do them very often.
On my way.
Quantum drive is now on.
This cutlass is nice, though. I can understand why people are a fan of it.
Landing gear down.
No. McDonald's fries are the worst fries. Back in the day, maybe. Today, no. McDonald's today has the worst fries. Well, no. In-N-Out has the worst fries.
Rallies.
Landing gear up.
Rallies fries are dog.
Rally's fries are the best. Seconded by Wendy's.
They really, bro.
Burger-
Why do people swear by Rallies fries, bro? I think they're terrible.
Because they're
every time.
seasoned fries and they're not just fucking salted. Because everybody likes their salted fries.
Well, scientifically, McDonald's is top tier.
No. McDonald's just has more people that they serve food to.
Well,
McDonald's fries
has
are literally the same fries as everybody else is serving.
No,
but
no,
the
no, no,
potatoes
no.
all come from the same place.
The salt is different, and that's a scientific.
They
fact.
don't salt their shit, though.
Yes, they do.
Like, no, McDonald's stopped salting their stuff. Like, so did Burger King. They all like put a little bit. They go, okay, salted. Like
They do
like
not.
They put
They do not because
two
they-
fucking shakes.
They have a they hired somebody to make. Oh shit! I'm about to crash into you. Watch out! Watch out! Oh shit! No! You came out of nowhere on my screen. But they they made a the salt and like specifically to go with their drinks, so that if you drink their drink and you have their salt, it's like supposed to be 10
What'd you
times better.
break? Oh, you
I-
died.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Oh, well, what the fuck broke off?
Part of my ship.
Oh, okay, it was you. Gave me a torque imbalance.
I mean, it's just my front and left. I'll be alright.
Yeah, McDonald's fries are garbage. They're too small. They taste like shit, and they're always so fucking like half-assed done. McDonald's fries, they aren't crunchy as much as they're potatoey. It's fucking nasty, and it's been like that forever. It's just so bad. Go for it. Go for it. Bat Burgers even got better fucking fries than McDonald's. Better have, anyways, for what it is. But
My ship's kind of fine. That's kind of crazy with this thing can keep going like this, but I'll definitely have to take it.
Hydrogen fuel is at 50.
I just got one gun down.
McDonald's had better fries when they actually used lard like they did, but lard is fucking horrible for you. So they eventually got rid of it, which is fine. Everybody changes the recipes and shit, but fries are supposed to be crispy, not soft. They're fried. They're fried. They're baked. Anytime you bake or fry something, it's supposed to be crispy. So that logic is invalid. Your entire reasoning for French fries is now invalid because of justification here, my friend. I'm sorry. Like if
There's
French
another person over
fries
here.
that are fried are supposed to be not crispy.
Do you know who
No,
this is?
taco fries are okay because basically they're just crinkle fries.
Watch out. This guy's trying to attack us.
Nah, everybody's got their own preferences for fries.
Just be careful, Casla.
I would say the fries I go out of the way for are Del Tacos. Like I love Del Taco fries. They're deep fried, crispy crinkles. And what was that?
This guy trying to attack us in a Drake.
Somebody else here?
Yeah, he was trying to fucking take us out with his Drake.
Somebody else here?
Yeah, bro.
I don't see nobody.
He's right under us. I blew him up. I took care of him. I took him out with my own fucking broken up gut.
Didn't I killed the guy?
That was fun.
One person. It was NPCs.
Yeah, he started trying. He target locked me out of nowhere.
fuck with you. They just come right in and land.
And then he shot me like 2-3 times, and then I was like, nah, bruh.
Why is your microphone breaking up? That
Mine is?
a little too hard.
Oh, yeah. I just caught a stray.
Yeah, I like Del Taco. I like Del Taco across the board, to be honest. It's like, for me, the perfect American taco would be Del Taco ingredients with Taco Bell's sauces. That would be the best American taco, like between Taco Bell and Del Taco, because Taco Bell's got some fucking amazing sauces. Like their Chipotle sauce that they use is fucking just to die for. But then like the fact that Del Taco uses like fresher ingredients that aren't like fucking frozen and shit necessarily is generally better, right? Overall freshness. I like the fact that their beans have real beans in them and they aren't just like pre-fucking grinded up paste and shit. So I don't know why I just rode the elevator out.
Where are you going? I see you walking with your ship.
Well, this is why we usually bring the Ursas, because we can decide, not worry about being shot.
Hey, I took care of him, man. You didn't even have to worry. You didn't even have to lift a finger. Good old Seatown was right there.
I don't know
for
what
you.
you're talking about, dude. I totally blew that fucking cutlass up. Like it's on stream.
I know. I know. I was just.
And the guy's already respawned. We're in trouble. I can't do anything about those guys. Here for one thing and one thing only, and that's the crates. Well, I mean, I already did that. I think I was here for a bit. Huh. I don't see any loot crates at all. I see a bunch of guys that didn't die. Or that they respawned already.
I mean, the ship drives pretty fine without a front left. I'm surprised.
Oh yeah, no, it's only if you lose the engines that you're in trouble in that one. Lose the engines though, and you're in a lot of trouble in that one.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's in anything. Huh? I do want to get Constellation at one point when they actually make the one,
Fuck. Like every time I went up that fucking thing, it hurt me.
what?
Am I allergic to climbing or some shit? Jesus. Hit the right one. fucking kidding me? Why am I hanging on to busted fucking Medipens?
Why are you doing that? I can do this.
I know when it happened. I remembered storing it, but it doesn't change the fact that it's annoying. It's not gonna end well. Nope, not gonna end well. Seriously? Yep, not gonna end well. Why we don't bring this gun? Shit. Why we bring the fucking Ursa? I'm surrounded now. Fuck, shooting at me now.
Because someone's shooting at me.
Board your drink interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Oh yeah, this turret is a good sized turret. Two pandas.
Shield system offline.
Oops.
What's going on?
Done here.
Oh shit.
Done here.
That scared the fuck out of me. Oh god. Oh, that's why.
Shield system online.
I wasn't that far.
Weapons power is running low. Engines power is running low. Engines offline. Engines online.
What? Some body just flew. That was kind of funny.
But do the wave defense. God damn it.
What's wrong?
It... Making me... fucking tracking on this is so ridiculous.
Oh, you don't know where the Stashes?
Trying to find it, but
I can find it. If you can lock onto me. Here, I'm jumping
Quantum
to it.
drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Be right in front of me.
considering it's supposed to be Human Processing Facility 1, right? That's not 1, that's 14.
Oh, you said 1.
I didn't say 1, the mission says 1.
That's alright. It's just over here. I just had the wrong mission track. It's just right over here.
There is, what the fuck? There is no why I'm being frustrated.
Because of this gnome. I can get there.
It clearly says 1. I don't see a 1. And I can't see a 1 because the goddamn map doesn't
Quantum
fucking
drive
work.
is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
I'm not. SPMC1. Is that SPMC1? I can't tell.
Yeah, when the map doesn't work like that, that's really annoying.
Well, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't like because sometimes it works, sometimes it's just not on the fucking map. Like you don't ever fucking know. But it's a processing facility, so it should be on the fucking map.
I can see it, but I know you can't. It's weird.
Fucking obnoxious.
Landing gear down.
Doesn't always though. Normally it'll put them both like on top of each other, but the fucking marker's not even on the map for this one.
I'm almost there. I'm about 20 km away from the processing facility 1. It's about right in front of me if you want to jump to me. fam. There we go.
Fucking kidding me.
That's
Landing complete. Engines online. Engines offline.
this is a wreckage. Holy shit. Oh, is this Constellation shit down?
Was Constellation.
Oh yeah, that was a Constellation.
Oh, kill him, Miles.
I don't think you're gonna be really good.
Why the fuck is your game audio on?
Like game audio.
Why are you talking in game while you're talking in Discord?
Oh yeah. I know how to turn that off. I think. Yeah, comms. There. Can you hear me now?
I don't know. I muted you. Dude.
I had the level audio
Oh shit.
earlier. That it helped with the stream. We talking to people in the game.
Oh no, you're fine. I don't usually
I
mute
just forgot to
this.
turn it off. No, you're good. I forgot to turn it off before I joined. That was my bad.
Huh? Hey, push to talk to. That's the way you do that. That way you don't always broadcast, because if you're like doing a mission or something, you don't want people to hear where you are. If you're not working.
Well, it adds to the content if they hear me. Because then they might, try to get to me.
I
So
mean,
it's different way.
that's not smart playing, is what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah, it's definitely not smart. It's bad. Whoop. It's
My
not
sniper
falling
rifle.
apart.
wait,
Yeah, I kind of want to get a constellation at one point for this little like fighter ship at the bottom, and you can shoot at eventually. That'd be kind of cool when they actually implement it.
so much chaos here.
Yeah. Just a shipyard.
Oh, so damn cold. Thanks, buddy. It's too fucking cold outside, man.
Yeah. Fucking frigid out there.
Something like that. Righto. Down into the basement we go. What we find? Same thing we always find. More idiots that can't shoot us because, hey, server's broke, yo. That's not true. If you stand out there long enough, they will literally shoot you in the head.
Bruh. I hope this thing's full.
Oh wait, this is a it's one of those defender mission. Somebody yanked this dude's helmet. Poor dude. Yanked that dude's armor.
Oh, it's full, bro. I needed this bottle.
Have a med bay that you can recharge your such and such with.
Okay. Never mind. I was just getting low on the fluids. Probably have to check a mission out. Went back anyways. Do you see anything?
Not yet.
Here we go. Now it's starting, I guess. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Get laser.
Bro, no. That scared the shit out of me. He was running like the Flash, man. I'm clipping that when I go back over my video. He literally ran on like the Flash
no.
at me.
Oh god, they didn't count it. Oh, please don't count it. Please don't. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to shoot you in the ass. Oh god, please don't.
Are they mad at you now?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was enough.
Slow love tap.
Things real fast.
One of the things, yeah. These white guys are actually kind of on their shit. Bro, this guy scared the fuck out of me, bro. Holy shit. This man is the Flash.
Need any weapons? All over the ground. Just no loot boxes for this, apparently. Which is kind of disappointing, right? Where's the loot box? I guess
Why is
technically
everybody
though,
dropping their gun?
I guess technically loot boxes.
Hey,
here,
there's a
though-
real player over here.
Huh? Where?
Oh, he's dead. He's in white, though. I know he's a player or was a player.
Obviously. With sea green on his arms. I mean, I guess like any loot boxes here wouldn't make sense because this is a government facility, right? So if we were taking loot boxes, we'd be stealing from the government.
That's a good way to look at it. That's
As we steal from the
respectable.
government. Oh, heavy whites, heavy whites. Karna. Oh.
I like this guy.
Not quite sure where these guys are spawning at.
I almost shot that guy because he kind of looked dark in the shadows.
Like this
Wow.
song.
I'm a little confused where they're spawning at. But... Here's one.
85. I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Here's one. Oh, I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot. Oh, that was you. I was like, who's shooting?
Definitely 80s. Like late 80s, early 90s. Right?
We're moving people down.
Nah, just the white armor.
Ooh, I kind of want this. Oh, there's a couple guys over here.
Wait. Staring straight into the barrel of a gun. Goddamn right. Contractual obligations have been met. You can get the fuck out of Dodge now.
Or we'll shoot you.
We have to go dress up as stormtroopers. There we go. We should do a microtech stormtroopers thing. like snow troopers. Just like constantly bitching about the cold and like pulling security and
Cat,
shit.
bro, I've been bitching about this cold all day. Shit is some bull.
Like, who the hell founds a city on a cold planet like this? Like, fucking Christ.
Can't we get like a bubble? Like a futuristic bubble around? So I don't have to deal with that shit?
Force field. That's Diablo thing. That's the Diablo.
For y'all who don't know. Bro, some of the shit in Diablo. Like, I was watching the streamer. He's like Paragon level. And the Paragon levels were kind of crazy this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you start getting into that stuff, you start getting into the crazy. Anyways, like people. I don't know.
My biggest pet peeve is they need to.
I would
fix
rather
the-
play
the
Warcraft
clutter.
than do Paragon levels in Diablo. Like, I'll be honest.
I don't blame you on that. That's for like if you actually grind the game. Past the
If I'm gonna
story.
grind the game, I'd rather grind Warcraft.
Man.
Be more variety. Bit more entertaining at times. For me.
I'll play.
So like I'm just thinking about like Starfield and like having like the armor mannequins and shit, like the simple little shit that we want in this game that we don't have. That's gonna be really cool to have in Starfield. You know, like the ability to like collect your armors, because you can do it in Fallout, you can do it in Skyrim. Like you're gonna have armors, right? It's gonna be part of the gameplay, collecting armors and the books and all that shit, right? Like let's be real. It's gonna be a fun experience. Like, even if it's buggy and broken, right? Fucking Bethesda game.
I mean, it's on Game Pass. That's all I need to know. If it's not good, I'm not gonna pay for it. If it's good, I'll pay for it.
Bethesda
I'm not giving anybody any money until I see traction. And especially if it's already given to me for free, I'm not gonna give you any type of money unless you show me something better than Cyberpunk's debut.
Well, Bethesda's never released a Cyberpunk level game for a AAA console, so that's not even been an issue. And I'm not talking about fucking whatever the game that was that just released, because that wasn't a Bethesda issue. They published that, but that wasn't a development game. Like, that's not one of their babies. Redfall is not a Bethesda baby, right? Skyrim, Fallout, or Elder Scrolls Fallout, like those are the babies. And yeah, you could say, well, they dropped the ball in 76, but the entire design concept of 76 was flawed, and the fact that they even let that out the fucking door is pretty abysmal. It's like, hey, I know, let's create a Fallout game with no NPCs. Yeah. Because, yeah, that doesn't work. It would be like Hollywood saying, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Let's just get rid of all the background and atmosphere so that, like, it's just the main actors on screen all the time. Because that works. I enjoy 76. I've got a couple hundred hours in that game.
Never did it.
It's entertaining, but after a while, it just gets old. It's the same.
I was
Like,
Skyrim.
super fucking repetitive. Super fucking repetitive. Plus, it doesn't get near the type of content updates that Elder Scrolls. If you were gonna play, yeah, I ran a first character and that was it. Yeah, and the whole game is based around power armors. Like, it's all about doing bleed builds and power armor builds and every fucking thing else, and it's just like, this is garbage.
I'm a werewolf on there.
Skyrim's different.
Good shit.
Skyrim's good.
Right, are you hearing the next game they're coming out for Skyrim? Or Skyrim-ish? same company or whatever.
There won't be another game for Skyrim until after Star Citizen launches.
Yeah, but it's made by the same company and it's like the same like style. Just
That's what Starfield is. That's what we're talking about. Starfield is the next big game from the company that makes Skyrim and Fallout.
I thought there was something else coming out. Not like soon, but they're working on it.
I don't play ESO. I tried it when it first came out. I didn't like it. I know they fixed it and shit, but I'm not going back. If I want to play Elder Scrolls, I'll go play Elder Scrolls together or whatever, Skyrim together with somebody. Because that to me is more interesting than playing a game that's not what I want from the RPG. Like, I want an RPG immersive experience. I don't want a fucking on the rails MMO third person bullshit. It's like, Warcraft's enough for me on that stuff. Like, I've tried Star Wars. I played the crap out of it when it first came out, and it was disappointing. Not a bad game. By no means a bad game. It was just disappointing. I mean, it was designed to be pay to play. Yeah, you can like buy the game and shit, but you have to buy every expansion pack if you want access to content, which is fair. Like, I don't think people should have a problem with paying for DLC content, right? You're getting new content, you should have to fucking pay for it. This whole thing that like Grand Theft Auto tried to do, and some of these other content creators have tried to do, where it's like, you don't have to pay for any major update. It's fucked. It's not, though, is the thing. It's not.
Well, not every update has to be paid for.
Destiny 2 is not free, right? You get a free-to-play aspect of the game, and you can play some of it for free, but the bulk of the game isn't free. You have to pay for the updates. Yeah, what's the game itself at this point, though? What does that entail? Like, I don't know. I don't play Destiny. But I know, and I'm not saying it's bad, right? I'm not saying Destiny's bad by any way, shape, or form. Right, so every time a new thing comes out at $60, and that's pretty much the same thing with Destiny, right? Like Destiny 2 drops a new expansion every couple months or whatever, and you gotta buy the new content to get the new content. Otherwise, you're left in the dust.
I'm gonna fix my ship.
Like,
and
they
I'm gonna
get you
make
in
my way
with this
to
free-to-play stuff, but that free-to-play stuff's not relevant because once you finish the free-to-play stuff, you can't go any further, and you're not going to be competitive, right? So it's literally, it's...
Engines online. Launch complete.
Except for D2's not free. Destiny is not free.
It's definitely
You can-
not free.
not
I played the
paying
shit out of Destiny.
For entry
know.
into the game is not the same as paying for a game. Yes, you can not pay to get into the game, but to progress in the game, to do any of the valid content to make you on par competitive with any other player in the game, you must pay. That's not free to play. That's free to enter. They just don't have a cover charge. Like, you
like
can
a
get into the
demo
bar
almost.
without paying a cover charge, and you can watch the show, but by the way, there's a 2-drink minimum. Right? Like, let's call it what it is. It's a 2-drink minimum. It's not free to play, it's a 2-drink minimum. Like, we'll make it real. Right? That's not free to play if you've got to buy 2 drinks. Right? It's not. There may not be a cover charge, but you're paying for 2 drinks while you're inside. Or 5 drinks or 10 drinks. You can test the game without paying to play. Fair enough, right? Like, you don't have to wait for a free trial weekend or some shit. You can jump right in. That's cool. That's cool. But free to play is, I don't know. I don't play Destiny myself, but from what I've heard from people that do play it, is they're not a fan of the monetization way they do it. Like, basically, they lure you in with a free to play promise, but it's not really free to play.
No. I guess we might as well just knock this shit out. I blow up, I blow up. Oh, you probably can't see it, can you?
Yeah, probably ESO. I don't play ESO either, but Warcraft's the same way. You have to buy the expansions. Like, I'm not against paying for content. Well, sure, but once you've gone through that content, that's it, right? Like, it's like any game. Any restrictions though?
And
Any restrictions though? Like, for instance, Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is free to play, right? The base game. However, within that base game, free to play, there are restrictions that you cannot get around unless you buy the game, because a free account can spam and do all these things illegally. Bullshit. Like, until you've paid for the game, you're not a true customer. You're an entity that can play in the world. If you don't ever buy in, then you don't ever get like full privileges. You know, like you can't buy privileges without buying the game. But I'm sure they'll still let you like buy stuff out of the shop, but you won't be able to do like certain things. You know, like all free to play accounts have access restrictions and shit to like certain levels, or like completely like you can't join a guild or some shit. Game's called Guild Wars, but the free to play account doesn't let you join a guild. I don't know if that's the thing, but you know what I mean. Like certain arbitrary restrictions. Like to play Star Wars, for instance. You can play Star Wars: The Old Republic, but you have to pay for action bars. So you get like 3 action bars. Anything else you want, you have to pay for. Warcraft, you just go into the options menu, click checkbox, and it's there. It used to be there in Star Wars before they went free to play. Like it's about what you monetize when you go free to play that like people really get offended by. You know? But free to play is a terrible model, because basically it means you focus more on money than you have on actually making good content. Not always, right? Some free to play games are really good. Like Path of Exile is supposedly really good. I don't play it, but
that's a great game.
that's what I've heard. And I wouldn't bash the
I
game,
played the
but I
shit out of
actually
that
played
game.
it. But
It's just.
and
that
I'm
the
not trying to
output
bash
thing-
these games either. Yeah, no, Warframe's good. But you gotta understand, Warframe is designed to be a free-to-play game, right? Warframe is free-to-play. Destiny 2 is not, right? Because I say, in Warframe, you don't need to make a single purchase.
Warframe's
Exactly.
Pretty solid. I haven't played
That's
that in
free
years.
to play. Fortnite's free to play. You don't have to buy anything. The skins are cosmetics. They don't, well, some of them are, but they don't really add anything. Like, realistically, they don't add gameplay, right? They might add lightsabers or something like that, but they don't add gameplay. And lightsabers may add some gameplay, which that would be like one of those Borderline type things. I don't know, but for the most part, a free to play game, at no point in the history of that game should you have to pay in order to experience the overall game experience. That's free to play. Destiny 2, you can play the base game, which I imagine the base game is pretty good, but it's also just the base game, and at this point they're on like their 10th expansion or some shit, so you're literally 10 content cadences behind if you just play free to play, and you're never going to be able to compete with those guys at just free to play, right? So that's not a free to play game. Not really at this point. Not when there's so much content behind the same paywall. Same thing with Skyrim, or not Skyrim, with the Elder Scrolls, right? If you have to buy more than one content pack, fair enough. If you have to pay for extra content into a game, so like say you buy into Elder Scrolls, right? You have to buy the base game, then you have to buy the current content expansion. That's not terrible. But if you have to buy the base game and like 5 content expansions or 2 content expansions, like, you know, any of these city simulators do, or fucking The Sims, like that's just predatory marketing. Like that's just literally fucking like consuming somebody's addiction. It's literally what that is. It's as bad as mobile gaming, right? As much as I love Paradox games, they're just as bad. But some of these games aren't as predatory because they're actually adding content, right? Compared to some games which will charge like $10 for fucking block skins that don't actually change the gameplay, right? It's just skins that go on a block. Space engineers, we're talking to you. You know what I mean? Like literally $15, $10 content pack, and they're giving you like 3 blocks and like 2 tires or some shit. Like that kind of stuff is just stupid. Or Rust, $5 for a fucking door skin. It's like, really? I get it. I get it, but if it's, I don't know, I'm concerned about gaming. I really am, because it's gotten to the point where instead of giving us meaningful content, instead of giving us like decent content, they're giving us mediocre, trashy content
Please proceed
with
to sign
cosmetics
landing
as the incentive to keep playing. Hey, play this game for 40 hours and unlock this elite cosmetic. Hey, play this game through 15, 20 times every season and win these amazing cosmetics. Don't worry, they don't affect gameplay. They just change the way your character looks. Yeah, and those updates I'm fine with. And I'm okay with the cosmetic stuffs to an extent, but when your cosmetics, and Fallout's just as bad. Fallout 76 is just as predatory. When you're releasing like new cosmetics regularly and your content updates are fucking trash. Like Fallout 76.
Well, Fortnite's content updates are pretty solid. Like, they
Right,
do
I'm not
pretty
talking
well.
about that.
Oh,
But
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Fallout 76. Fallout 76 has
Terrible.
released shitty updates.
They don't
Shitty
care about
updates.
the game.
Like their overall gameplay overhauls, their big gameplay overhauls have been pretty impressive, but they did those all like 4 years ago at this point now. And like the content we've been getting, like the Brotherhood of Steel, the fucking upcoming Atlantic City, they do, and it doesn't change. Like they're not adding content to it. They'll occasionally add, hey, here's a new instance you can tack on to your fucking subterranean base and build new shit because our system is arbitrary and it limits how much stuff you can build. So we'll just give you instances that you can pay for by getting special currencies and shit. And hey, if you play for Plus, you can build your own place and invite your friends to it without having to worry about douchebags in the world nuking you. Welcome to Fallout 76. Frankly, I'd rather play a Fallout 4 with a mod that has multiplayer than Fallout 76.
Yeah,
But Fallout 76 is
Oh.
fun, right?
to a certain extent. ESO is better.
Yeah. Well, the ESO is better because it gets real content. Like it gets
like
real
you're wasting
content
your
every
time
6
on
months.
Fallout.
Pleasant stay.
Fallout gets shit, and it's not. They don't care about Fallout. If they cared about Fallout, why are you still so far away? If they cared,
I
about-
gotta fix my ship
I was just thinking.
because this is a mission I actually probably have to shoot for. I believe.
Somebody hadn't plowed right into me, but like I said, I like Bethesda games. I love Bethesda games, and I didn't hate Fallout 76. 'Cause I played it after it had all the updates and shit, but it's still, as an overall Bethesda experience, it's trash. It's like the worst Bethesda game I've ever played. I won't even sugarcoat it. Fallout 76 is literally the worst Bethesda game I've ever played. And the only reason why I play it is because it's Fallout, and there's very few places to get Fallout experiences, and the multiplayer Fallout experience, it only exists in 76. And as trashy of an experience as it is, it's still a Fallout experience. It's just not the best. It's not horrible though either. Like it's like if Fallout 4 was a little bit more arcadey. That's Fallout 76. A little bit more arcadey.
Like you said, I would rather just mod it and play with friends.
Oh yeah, Fallout 4 is way cooler.
Man, I would rather just like mod the shit out of that and have some fun, like, than ever play that game. Like at least Skyrim's game
I'm gonna
was
tell
like,
you right
actually,
now,
like, decent, like decent enough.
I think probably 50% or more of the Rockstar people that are spending money on Rockstar games aren't kids. Aren't kids draining parents' bank accounts? No, it's the
No,
fucking adults.
Grown men.
It's the adults.
Grown men.
Kids, and why do I say that? Because kids have time to sit on their ass and farm this shit. My son will farm the hell out of anything in the game in an hour and a half with his buddies. They'll literally go through all the fucking heists in like a day, and they'll make 100 million. Basically, they're just feeding it to one person, and then that person will go out and buy everything in the game. Like, it's not kids buying this shit; it's the adults. 100% it's the fucking adults, because most people are terrible at games, and they don't know how to farm shit. They don't know how to do this. I mean, why do you think Twitch and YouTube guides do so well? is because it's an easy way for people who can't read to. I'm being a bit of an asshole. It's not really that bad, but you know what I mean. Sure, but you're an exception to the rule. Most people at this point, you know, that game on especially those types of games. Yes, they're young kids and stuff, but the young kid's not gonna fucking pay money for something if they don't have to. Most middle-aged people aren't gonna pay money for something if they don't have to. But if they don't have time to grind and they really want to play the new content, they're gonna drop the fucking dime and buy the card, right? They're gonna do that. Kids will do that too, but if they've got to ask their parents for it, they're gonna be less likely to get away with it. Whereas an adult's just gonna be like, boom, I want that. It's mine. You know? And it's probably changed a bit with the new generations, because when I was a kid, it was way different. Like, yeah, I don't.
I'll be back in a second.
The Bogdan problem. I would think so. They nerfed the hell out of Cayo Perico. It's like Cayo Perico used to be able to do. You could do Cayo Perico the entirety of the mission in like under 45 minutes. Yeah, you could do Cayo like the entire setup and mission in under an hour, right? And that's easy, like an hour, boom, like consistently. And then they change shit up a little bit, and then the mission's not as easy as it was. That was one of the changes they made.
Dr. Bolin, you're needed in recovery.
They know what they're doing though. They intentionally make it quick and easy because they know that it's going to get exploited, but it's going to bring people into the game for a while, right? And once it becomes problematic, then they nerf it, and then it resorts people back to the fucking, you know, the cash store. They've got a system. They can see all these metrics and see when people buy money, right? Like people, when the updates are coming out, people stash up and people will spend some money and stuff. But then like, just wait a little bit once they do their next update, and they're almost always on schedule, right? Unless it's something like incredibly broke, they don't hotfix shit. They don't publish in between updates. Grand Theft Auto never gets updated unless it's game breaking between updates, right? So we won't get another major Grand Theft Auto update for fucking 6 months, right? They'll add new cars and shit probably, but we won't get a major content update of any kind, or even a fix. It's all drip feed. I mean, that's the way they do it. But drip feed, like, you're right. When they did the last drug thing, they released it in like 2 parts or something. That's different, right? I think they were trying that. Well, the content of the updates is drip fed. But the updates happen in like one major update.
Yeah, I don't know what this like little glitch is, but I get this every once in a while.
Oh yeah, anything that requires a save, yeah, that's.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to menu and come back.
They probably said they attempted to. I don't know, man. I don't play enough Grand Theft Auto, in all honesty. I think the game's amazing. I really do. Single player is bar none probably one of the best single player experiences you'll ever get from a non-period game, right? Red Dead's a period game. Some of these other single player games that are in the past. Yeah. We're on a mission, aren't we? We got a mission. Didn't even look. It's
I had to
crazy
go
me.
menu and back because I got this glitch where my legs make me walk like I can't walk.
Well, so Rockstar, I feel like Rockstar got greedy. And it's not even so much Rockstar as Take-Two probably. You know? Like I'm all for these companies making money. But it's not necessarily Rockstar, it's Take-Two. Like most of these companies that are this greedy are and in Rockstar's case, I'd almost swear it's Rockstar, right? Because the way they've monetized their system and they just kind of shit on other games. But it could be that somebody's like controlling how they do things or what they do is like, hey, Red Dead was great, but we're not fucking focusing on that because you can't. Like that you can't add new cars every week because there's horses, right? Like I could see that. I can understand that. But also not adding any type of new content at all, not like adding any type of evolution of the cities or anything. Like all that stuff could be done. Well, then you shouldn't have made gold. You should have just kept it fucking RDO cash. Like in all
You
honesty,
share,
their
the
biggest
mission.
problem, yeah, their biggest problem, and it has to do with the greed, but it's literally that they wanted a secondary currency, and all these companies are doing this shit. And it's stupid. Literally, if you're running a company. Well, each game, like Sony did it back in the day, right? I don't know if you remember, but Sony, when SOE, Sony Online Entertainment, when they had their Star Wars Galaxies and their Matrix games and all these games that they were publishing simultaneously, they had a currency,
Welcome.
and their
to the
currency was
ASOP
across the
vehicle
board for all their
retrieval
games,
system.
right? You didn't have to buy a different currency for fucking
Vehicle selected.
Galaxies. You didn't have to buy,
Stand by.
and obviously I'm exaggerating here, right? It wasn't that
Your
crazy,
vehicle
but
has
like
been delivered to
that was the kind of system that they had set up, right? That's the way that Microsoft works, right? You don't need to use any other type of currency within Microsoft's ecosystem, right? And it works well for them. It works well for PlayStation. It works well for Google and for Apple. So there's no reason that something like GTA shouldn't be creating a ecosystem where both GTA Online for GTA 5, GTA Online for GTA 6, and Red Dead all use the same cache, because then you just improve the longevity of all your games. And as you shut stuff off, right, you can push them into the other, and then you don't have to worry about refunds and shutting down the game service and it being a problem, because all that stuff's already transient. All that stuff already carries over, right? If you still want to separate the ecosystems like the Sony, the Microsoft, and the PC, that's fine, whatever. But like, there's no reason to have Grand Theft Auto using GTA Cash and Red Dead using fucking gold. It should all just be Rockstar Cash. It's fucking stupid that it's not. It is. Like, I'm sorry, but having all these different currencies, like Blizzard does it. Blizzard's got BattleNet Cash or whatever, right? You can buy any game on the platform that's sold on the Blizzard platform with BattleNet Cash. You can earn it in Warcraft by fucking flipping tokens, right? Like, let's be real here. This is legit stuff that you can do. You can sell tokens in game to make money from it, right? So you can technically buy Diablo 4 by playing World of Warcraft. This is a legit thing, right? You have to fucking farm the shit out of the games, but you can do it. That's cool, right? Yes, it's kind of considered, there's definitely pay to win in that, but that's cool that you can do that, right? You can technically buy stuff on the Blizzard platform by playing a game. You can't do that anywhere else, right? And of course, somebody had to invest in the game and pay the $20 to get the tokens, but still, right? That's a cool concept. It's to me, that's a better concept than just the idea of Plex, like what Eve uses, right? Like, Plex is cool, and that concept is cool, but that risk is also kind of shit, right? Like, even for a real game, like that's fucked up. $15,000 worth of Plex like that, you could lose. Why you'd have $15,000 worth of Plex in your hole is a different story, but like, you know, that's ridiculous. And I'm not like, but
Thank you.
I don't know.
Please visit
I would think that people who play Eve are probably more willing to do NFTs, but I bet they're not. Like, you would think they'd be more willing to, but I bet they're not. Even though Eve is essentially a fucking NFT game. Like, when you think about it, you can pay real money to buy in-game assets that can literally be stolen. Right-click, nuke.
I couldn't get into Eve. I wanted to, but I just couldn't.
I couldn't. I don't like the pod thing. I played the crap out of
Yeah.
it for a while. But I
Yeah.
couldn't do the pod.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with my eye? I think
I'm also a
looking at it too
visual
much.
person somewhat, where like, I like the interiors. I like to see my ship.
Well, and no game really allows for that. Like, technically, people get mad about the Eve pod thing, but it's like, in 2004, tell me any other space game that allowed you to walk around your spaceship. Star Wars Galaxies. That was it. That was it. So you either played Star Wars Galaxies or you played Eve or you played both. That was 2004. 2003, 2000. And look where we are now, right? We've gone from that, which...
Oh, you went to port. Okay.
Actually, did I?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I was
grab my
going
drink
to.
for her back.
Star Wars Galaxies was so far ahead of its time. It's not even funny. The gameplay and what they were trying to do with it, right? They were essentially trying to do what Star Citizen is trying to do with this, right? Like, it was. I would say, yeah. Star Wars Galaxies is essentially the beginnings of what this game has become, and not because like they're the similar, but aside from like the professions and stuff, this game encompasses the all, right? Like the Star Wars Galaxies was so amazing because literally you had choice. You could be an architect, a shipwright, a fucking dancer, an image designer, a musician, a Terrascasi master, a swordman, a pistolier, carbineer, rifleman. Like, there were like fucking 40 something, 50 something, 60 something different professions once you started combining shit. It's also the bane of existence to developers because there's so much choice and so much they have to like balance and synergize and worry about, right? Like Galaxies was shut down because it was overly complicated. And even for today, like no game does what it did. No game can. Like they barely have enough developers to do World of Warcraft, which I would say is probably one of the closest things to Star Wars Galaxies as far as like the number of options that exist in the game. But even that's not even like even close. Like Arcade is probably closer to more of that. Final Fantasy is probably closer to more of that. I mean, even like some of these Korean MMOs are probably closer to more of that. But you know, at the end of the day, it's really about how much grinding do you want to do, right? Star Wars Galaxies was grind heavy. It was a very grindy game, but it was Star Wars. So like,
Supposed to say without my
who
shit.
cares? If you're grinding Star Wars, who the fuck cares? You know, like that's fun. I mean, it gets boring after a while, but it's still fun. Like, there was content to grind, there was stuff to do, and I feel like, I don't know. Old Republic didn't feel quite like that to me. It didn't feel like there was as much to do. It felt like there was a lot less to do, actually. And there was, right? There was a lot less professions. There was a lot less classes. So, and I don't know that we'll ever see a game like that, other than like the top-down isometric stuff, right? We only tend to see stuff like that in the isometric.
Oh
games.
shit!
Flying into me again.
I didn't realize the ship was still flying.
Trying to find a place to land, but there's debris everywhere. But
I'll be back. I mean, I really didn't have anything in my ship.
I very rarely hate games that I play, though, right? Like, I might get mad at games, I might rage or rant, or, like, absolutely, like, get pissed, but generally speaking, if I took the time to play a game or purchase a game, I enjoy that game or I enjoy that series and I was willing to take that chance, you know? And, I'm very particular about this. Because, right, like a lot of the recent AAA games have just been garbage. Diablo 4 was something that I picked up because I like the Diablo franchise. I've bought every Diablo game ever released. Except for, like, I didn't fuck with Immortal. But fact of the matter is I like what Blizzard produces, and yeah, they're a shit show right now. Yeah, like, Boycott, Bobby Kotick, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But there are real people creating these projects, and those are the people that I'm supporting. Like, yes, I'm supporting the rich bitches, but I'm supporting the developers that have a job and that will continue to have a job as long as these copies of these games sell. And it sucks they catch the hate that they do because developers have so much control over what they do individually, but as a whole, like, the dude designing the fucking artwork and the paintings and stuff, or changing it because somebody told him to change it, doesn't probably have say in most cases over the direction of where the game's going, right? And that's like no one individual has that much control except for the people at top, you know? Like at this point, it's not like, I would say Blizzard's a completely different entity than it was under like Mike. Like when Mike Morheim was still running the company, right? If he needed to make a change and change the direction because they were still, I think, they weren't quite a public, well, they were under Davis and whatever, but like they had the autonomy to be able to do something like that. Well, now if they want to make those changes, they have to go through Activision, right? Because they're a big corporate monster, and that's crazy because
A lot of loopholes now.
well, it means that there's so many more hoops to go through. There's so many more people that have to fucking sign off on a project before it gets like greenlit or it gets accepted, you know? And that's not to say that Blizzard was perfect and stuff, because, you know, they killed Titan or whatever that was supposed to be, and that turned into Overwatch,
Oh,
which wasn't a terrible thing, but what they've done with Overwatch 2 is absolutely horrendous. It's like a travesty and an actual crime.
I can't play it. I
To
can't
gaming.
play it. I want
You know?
to play it every day because it was one of my favorite top 5 favorite games. It was a game I used to be able to hop on every day and be like, I'm gonna enjoy this. Now I can't.
Careful, doors are now closing.
It's not to mean that, like,
The
The
mechanics
game-
were trash.
well, I don't know. I don't play
They catered to the wrong people, bro.
I don't know that they cater to anybody though. That's the thing. It's like nobody really wants to play the game anymore, right? I guess. Like if you listen to all the people talking about
All
it,
the
but then
streamers
again,
are burnt out,
same-
bro. Like,
it's the
look
same
at all
as-
the top streamers. They're burnt.
same as Star Citizen though, dude. Like Star Citizen there's about 2,500 people that stream Star Citizen. That's it. Ain't a lot of people that stream this game, right? And half of us stream pretty much every night of the week. So there's always half of that number streaming Star Citizen almost any night of the week, right? During the days, we pretty much peak at 2,500 or 2,000 to 2,500, right? So that's not a lot of people when you think about the sheer number of people that play games, right? Like something like Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto or Diablo can garner 500,000 people watching that, which means that there's
Nearing
probably a
stop.
couple 100,000 people streaming, right? Assuming at least a quarter or even half of all the people who stream to themselves, right? Probably even less than that,
The
but
caps.
we'll inflate the numbers a little bit. Who fucking cares, right? It's our rules. But like, that's crazy. That's crazy when you think about that. And then like you've got people who will stream in these categories, that will like be on the road to partner. And it's like, first off, get your affiliate and get your consistent viewership with affiliate, right? Like that's the first goal before you start trying to get to partner. You know, like the hours are easy. The view time is easy. It comes with time, right? It's all about the concurrent viewership, right? The only way to get partner is to have 75 concurrent viewers and more, right? You've got to actually do something for that, you know? Like you've actually got to put some effort in. And that means part of that effort is finding out what works. So if you're going to stream in a highly saturated category, you're going to have to market yourself outside of what someone might do that's streaming in a low populated category, right? You stream in a niche category where there's like a dozen streamers.
Your insurance plan has been found.
You've got a much smaller pool to pull from, right? So if you're streaming, if the category's got like on average 100 viewers, you're on average probably only ever going to stream to about 10 to 20 people, right? Unless you're one of those big dogs that's pulling in those 100 people. Unless you're, and if you aren't, maybe 10 to 20, right? At best. And that's assuming
You either gotta
that,
be cut above the rest or yeah.
well, and that's assuming that you've also got a camera and a microphone, right? Microphone doesn't really play as much into being discovered, but a camera does, right? If somebody's looking through the thumbnails and they're trying to find somebody to watch,
I
cameras are
don't
more
really like
interesting.
those little AI like anime character things. Those like
Some
usually
people
I
do.
just-
VTubers are huge, dude. Oh my gosh.
I know that I
You
know
are
they're
you
huge.
are an outlier. VTubers are
I know
huge.
I'm an outlier, but that shit bothers me sometimes. I'm just
I
like,
mean,
bruh. I want to
It
just
is
see
what
the
it
camera.
is. It is what it is.
I like the cutout. I like the way your camera does it.
From all of us at
Well,
Microsoft,
that's a setup.
That's
That's a
like
choice.
that's usually what I look for when I'm looking for a streamer.
And you're not wrong. Like, this is a choice. Not having the background is a choice. And some would say that it's a bad choice because having the background there actually allows for more people to find me, because I'm more marketable to advertisers and such because I have something that I can advertise behind, like Mountain Dew bottles or some shit in the background type of shit, not that that was one of Twitch's specifics. They're like, yeah, you can advertise in the area behind you. Well, the area behind me is a green screen. So does that mean I can put whatever behind me that I want, like somebody's brand or logo? Does that
Technically,
count?
Yes.
Technically it
Well,
probably
I
doesn't, but
I saw some something on Twitter where some Twitch chick put a green screen behind her for advertising because they said you couldn't have the minimal advertisement for the new update. So she was trying to clap back at Twitch by saying, "All right, I'll just put a big ass green screen and just play the
Please visit us again.
advertisements on that."
and technically if that's the way they wrote it, that's the way you could do it.
ASOP vehicle
Like
retrieval
that's the thing. It's
system.
like
I don't understand why people don't do that.
Your
Or I
insurance
could just put
claim
banners
has been
behind my
sent.
wall and just like put a bunch
Like-
of banners up and print them because banners are not like they're not cheap, but they're not stupidly expensive. Like you can get
all you
banners,
need is a
Your
promo.
bounties belong to you.
and if you're making a bunch of money off of sponsorship, printing the banner, you should be like, yo, send me a banner so we can get around this Twitch shit. I'll just tack it
Yeah.
up on my wall.
Exactly. Like
I'm not
that
necessarily
was smart.
about-
I was like, why don't people just do that to begin with sometimes, right? Like half the time, if you have nothing in the
Because
background,
most
bro, other than
people
some
aren't-
bullshit, like
Most
just put a green
people
screen.
aren't
there.
trying to advertise like that, dude. Like
I mean,
most
if they,
most sponsorships and advertisements are like a little logo somewhere in a corner.
Yeah.
And like a message in chat, and then like a banner on your like about information and shit, right? And that's pretty much the extent of most sponsorships for like game playing and like some smaller things, right? Bigger things require a little bit more effort, but basically that's usually what it is. It's an overlay and a bot. Like that's
Well, yeah.
90% of the sponsorships. Not 90.
Easy.
That's a bulk
I mean,
of the
yeah.
sponsorships are
That
available
is
to
the bulk.
everybody.
and a little
right? Let me
cutscene
rephrase
at the
that.
beginning or somewhere in the video where you talk about.
Yeah, or you show like a
Your vehicle has
like
been moved
ideally
off
like
This is the
they're-
monitor I'm using
So
now.
I saw what Twitch is trying to prevent though.
Vehicle selected. Stand
I
by.
saw what Twitch is trying to prevent though.
Your
They're trying to
vehicle has
prevent
been
the streamed in
delivered.
ads that basically you can sign up for I'm not actually moving. You can sign up for a service and that service like streams ads directly into your channel. Like I don't know if it puts them in a box or something. I didn't actually I signed up for it, but I didn't actually install anything because it was just like this is dirty. Like that to me is dirty.
It adds
Does
more
it-
ads.
Well, basically what it looked like it was doing is it's a way to monetize your channel without actually being an affiliate. And it
That's
basically
smart, though.
no, it's
I
not.
mean, that's smart.
It's theft. Like,
Yeah.
it's straight. Like I understand why Twitch wants that control, and if that's why they wrote it in there, I have nothing against that. Because you've got third parties that are saying, well, we need to be able to. No.
No.
Yes
no, no.
and no. Like, if Twitch wants to be in control of the ads that are being shown on the platform, that's fine. They actually need to do something about, like, the fucking targeting of those ads. But a company that basically teams up with streamers and says, hey, you install this widget on your OBS, and it
My
allows
local
us to basically run ads on your channel, or you'd run ads on your channel and make money off those ads, and we'll give you a better split. And, like, I get that. But also, that's what Twitch is cracking down on. That's why they're mad. And then we all fucking suffer because of that bullshit. And that, to me, is not cool. Because it's like, you got these companies creating these businesses to basically... And yeah, you can join, Dank. And the whole point of these companies is profit, right? And they may start out with a decent deal,
You are
but
clear to
eventually they're gonna
launch.
screw you over. Like, the amount of revenue that you can generate... Let's use mobile games, for example, right? Mobile sponsorships are huge. Somebody died. That's a ship falling. Mobile sponsorships are huge. But the thing is that you're paid basically by bringing somebody in and them getting to a certain tier level, right, on the app, and that's kind of cool until you start thinking about one of those players you bring in might be a whale, and that whale might generate that company 20 grand,
Thank
right?
you. And
They
please
paid
visit
you
again.
$200 for the entire campaign, right? You definitely didn't make near what you were worth, and that's just one player. They might have picked up 2 whales off you, and those 2 whales hooked basically spent way more than, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, but then there's the other side of that, where it could be that the advertisement platform, like whoever the Twitch streamer was that they supported, doesn't make them any money. And in fact, it's probably a very good possibility that Twitch is a very bad payoff, which is why Twitch itself hasn't ever figured out how to target ads, right? Why would they implement a targeted ad system if the ads don't really pay off in the long run? So there's no reason for that system to be developed, right? There's no reason for like these major sponsorships exist in like major streamers, major stuff because they have viewership. If you don't have viewership, there's nothing that any brand's going to get off of you, right? So there's no way Mountain Dew's going to sponsor this stream for 14 people. They're just not, right? I might be able to do a sponsored stream for like Star Trek Fleet Command or something on one of these mobile games. You know, I can get a HelloFresh subscription or something on here, which the thing is if I tried HelloFresh and I liked it, I'd have no problem running that as a partnership or a sponsorship on this channel, right? Like, my thing about sponsorships is if I'm not willing to use it or play the game myself, why would I want to push that or promote that to the people who watch me, that are part of this community, that are part of this stream? Why would I want to do that? Right? If I'm not willing to play a game and say, yes, this is a game that I've played or that I've enjoyed, like, that's dirty.
It's not technically advertising. Almost. You're almost advertising the game.
So advertising. Let's look at this from a performance point of view as an actor, right? As an actor, I can audition for work in a lot of different areas. I can audition for voiceover work. I can audition for theater. I can audition for film, television, commercials, daytime fucking soap operas, right? Like, there's a bunch of different areas. Podcasts, audiobooks, right? There's so many different venues that you can work in. I don't know where I was going with this. I forgot. I lost it.
Alright, I am back.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was going with that. Are you not on, Dine? Thought you wanted to join. Can't invite you if you're not online. But as an actor with ads, some actors will take whatever job's thrown at them, right? And some actors will do an advertisement for something that they don't believe in because it pays the bills, right? Ads pay really good. Commercials, not necessarily ads, but commercials used to pay really good. I don't know what they pay now. I've never actually had what's like a national commercial, which is basically a commercial that's run countrywide. And those pay really good if they're like union, right? You can live off one of those for 2 years. Used to be able to. I don't know how it is now, right? With residuals and whatnot. But people do that, and people will peddle products or sell products for that paycheck, right? And in some of those situations, if I was being paid like, you know, $120,000 to do a couple spots for a company and be like the representative, I would hope that they're not doing anything shady that I could actually back with my name, right? Like, I would want to be a part of a brand that's not dirty, right? If they were dirty, then it would be something that I'd be conflicted with. But if they were paying me, you know, then that's when you're considered a sellout, right? Like, well, he sold out and fucking repped this company. And in some situations, if it's gonna better your life and make you better able to do the art and stuff that you want to do, I could see not being a problem with that, right? Like, yeah, if you're trying to like go and you know, support a company that's like just like doing bad things all over and destroying people and blowing stuff up, like, okay, yeah, right, that's different. But you know, if a game wants me to be their sponsor and I don't play the game, that's different. Like I don't care, right? If you want me to sponsor something on my channel that's my channel, that's different. Like, you know what I mean? Like that this is more personal. This is my business, my stuff, right? I don't necessarily want to back something that I don't believe in or that I don't use personally or think is worth my time, right? Like I would never at this point right now, I wouldn't recommend a sponsorship for Manscaped or Lawnscape or whatever the fuck it's called without having used it. Because the what I use works fine for me. I've got a Philips, and I don't even know what it's
Old
called, but
Spice.
it works fine. My trimmer, and fuck it, I don't need to go and try a Manscaper because I know that I don't have to worry about this one. Like I don't want to like risk another trimmer and like possibly nick my nuts.
What happens if they sent you one?
If they sent me one, I'd probably try it. Fuck
Most
yeah, I'd
likely
try it.
they're gonna send you one. I mean, if you
that's
have
the thing, though.
sponsorship,
But that's the thing, though, is they don't always do that. Like a lot of times, the sponsorship will just be like, "Hey, if you
Oh,
sponsor
shit.
this and say good things about it, like advertise it to your people, then you know we'll give you free
what is
shit.
good, Blue Saber?
You know, we'll give you money."
Coming in
And
from the
people are okay with that.
UK?
Like, I mean, why do you think
From
some of
the
these
K?
celebrities will like be spokesmen for shit?
What's good with it,
You
man?
know, in a moment, like, and then later on they'll be like, "Yeah, I regretted doing that because I found out about the other shit they were doing." Right? Like, had they known about that or had they had like a different sense of
you're
like
looking at her right
stability,
here,
maybe
you're
they
looking
wouldn't
at
have been
her.
able to
Help
like
us.
they would have been able to say no. But people
It's
always
a comic
assume
book
that when
dude.
someone agrees to do something, they're in a position where they can actually say no or you know, negotiate. Like 90% of the jobs in this country, you can't negotiate your wages. Like, you might be able to get another quarter. It's like, hey, I'll give you $11.50 an hour. It's like, well, could you make $11.75? Well,
gotta
you're
get
pretty
it,
good.
dude.
I don't want to lose you over a quarter.
Versatile.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Gotta get
But now,
good.
had you said like $12, I'd be like, nah, you're gonna have to walk. You know, like it could be that much of a fucking difference.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It's crazy. You know, it's
How
like
they flip flop like that is crazy.
well, and that's like the industries, like the entertainment industries, right? It's so easy for the entertainment industries, the big companies, to take advantage of artists because everybody's a fucking artist, right? Like, let's be real. Everybody's an artist, and everybody can act, everybody can draw, everybody can sing, everybody can do music, right? And the thing is that it's not everybody, but there's enough people out there that want to do it that if you're willing to not do it, then somebody else is
Thank
going to
you.
step up and do it, right? That's the reason why unions are so important in Hollywood and in the entertainment industries as a whole, and why you don't see the game industries trying to unionize. It's because the big companies, the publishers, don't want the union because the unions means that they have to actually pay attention to the workers' rights. They have to actually like give like minimums and hours, and when they lay people off, they
Is that
actually
better
have
for
to
you,
make
Saber?
good on promises. Like they have to do all this shit, and if they don't, right, live up to these expectations under a union, the union can negotiate and organize a strike. Which, guess what? A strike is not good for any corporation in this country. Now imagine if you will, the game industry decides to unionize across the board. Every single employee in every single studio is able to walk out simultaneously and shut down every single big publisher, small publisher, mobile game developer, every single fucking one just done. They walk out. Kind of like what the WGA is doing right now. Remember what the shutdown was like in 2008?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Everything shut down.
Yeah, bro. Nobody expected that until it
Do
happened.
that, they
Yeah.
unionize over the fucking course of that in a heartbeat. And things
People
would
thought
happen
shit was
quickly.
done.
But the problem is that so many people are afraid to rock the status quo. They don't want to rock the boat. We're in such a place right now where unions have been bashed so incredulously in the last 20 years. The faith in the union, unless you've been part of the union, you don't want anything to do with the union. And then some people have been fucked over by unions. But at the end of the day, you've got weekends because of the union. You've got child labor laws because of the union. You've got 40-hour work.
I only have
because of the union.
3 shifts right now.
You got
I'm
overtime because of the
but-
union.
Working on getting my quarry back.
You got your holidays because of the union. Every single benefit you have as an employee of any company anywhere is because of the unions. But we live in a country right now where
Once I get my
everything's
quarry back, I'll have the Piscus, I'll have this
And then you
ship,
wonder why
and the
more
quarry,
rates suck.
and then hopefully the mantis. That's gonna be my fleet.
because people stop
Mantis is gonna be a cool ship when they finally finish working and tweaking on it. It's an interdiction ship. It's pretty cool. I don't know what's going on with it.
Take your benefits. If you work at Walmart, some people here do. Walmart. Walmart will literally tell you that you don't want to unionize because they'll come and take all your benefits. And realistically, you don't want to unionize for Walmart. If you start trying to negotiate unions, Walmart will let you go. They will let you go
Fancy.
in a heartbeat. They don't want you there. They don't want you stirring up shit.
The Titan, I had the Titan at one point. I
It's easier for
traded
them
it
to
away for the Biscus. I went with the I tried the Courier for a little bit, but I knew I was gonna get the
deal with
Cutlass
your
Black.
precautions.
So I traded
Keep
for
in
the
mind,
Cutlass Black.
The most big
And then
companies
after trading
don't get sued.
for the Cutlass Black, my next
Right?
ship is gonna be probably
sued.
yeah.
Most
Probably
employees
Courier
have
or
to sign an
Titan.
arbitration agreement now. And
But I don't know.
arbitration
I
agreement
need to get that
basically
Mantis.
means that it doesn't go to court.
This
doesn't
pretty
set
cool
a
ship.
precedent, and so they will do it again to the next person, and they will settle with the next person, and the next person, and the next person. There's not a goddamn thing anybody can do about it. Right? It's silly. Like I said, not everybody's bad, right? Not all companies are bad. Not all companies are bad, right? Some things are necessary. A lot of shit is just corporations are mad about working from home because they own these big, massive buildings, or they rent these big, massive buildings, and they can't.
And nobody
afford
wants to
the
be in
lease.
those shit.
And they can afford the lease, but they can't afford the footprint if they don't have it at work, right? It's one of those things where, in order to justify this to shareholders, they actually have to keep actively in the building. Otherwise, they have to downsize. If they have to downsize, and the fucking executives have to move their offices. God knows they don't want to do that. Alright, let's be as petty as we possibly can.
Ooh, a C2 Centurion. That'd be a cool ship. I'm excited for this Alien Week, right? It's Alien Week or something like that. That would be cool. I'm wondering if they're gonna add some things to the Blood Store, if they're gonna keep it going. I didn't realize some things are in the Blood Store, some things aren't. That's a little bit weird, so, you know.
Corporations start basically feeding on their employees, it becomes unsustainable and predatory. And that's not imaginable. That's literally what we're
I think all the assets
where
are
corporations are to the point where they're trying to raise profit every quarter, every year, year over year. And what that does is that puts pressure on the people at the bottom of the table, which are their employees, which are the consumers, buying more products. And it's an impossible and unsustainable.
We got it.
Like, you just can't keep doing it. And
Muhammad
meanwhile-
Ali out here.
Meanwhile, you're paying fucking executives billions of dollars across the board, right? Like all the executives collectively are making billions overall, while employees are making maybe millions if they're lucky.
I'm out here swinging.
And it's like what happened to the trickle down fucking shit that we were all promised back in the day. Like my parents were promised that it would trickle
Fist of Steel, my guy.
I remember watching some of that shit on TV, talking about it. No idea what that is. I was facing it.
That was some random explosion.
Well, god
I was like, what the heck? Bruh, I was so confused what those explosions were, bruh. I was like, whoa. Like, there's nobody here. I'm just blowing up some narcotics. Talking to my guy in chat, I'm blowing up narcotics. Nothing. He was talking about getting a Centurion.
Oh,
The tank doesn't.
the artillery. Forget what Tyrion's or I don't know. Tyrion's
I think that's correct. Oh. He says he has the Centurion, he needs a big enough ship to carry it. That's-
Me too. Me too.
You said what ship?
A2, M2, C2.
Oh,
Carry that. Carry 2 of them, I think.
not. Well, there you go, Saber. What ship is yours? Okay, yeah. I like your ship.
That's not.
Yep. Two. That's a pretty big ship. I kind of like medium. But big ship is something I'm looking for later. Maybe get a tank. Oh shit.
You ain't dead, are you? No, you just lying there chilling.
I'm at 3%. I'm gonna die. Right. I knew that was coming too. I knew that was coming.
Eventually.
Now I'm gonna oh yeah.
It's against the law to be running around. Two pallets.
You bastard.
Nice, stupid. I know what that represents. Fucking trying to drug me. Never mind that.
Over here. I think so. Would I like to press charges? No. Bruh. Nah. I'm laughing, bro. It's a game.
If I don't get respawned and lose all my shit, I don't care. If I get respawned and you picked up my shit and bring it back to me, I don't care. Right? Like,
Yeah. I literally like.
if I don't lose anything from dying, I've got no reason to be mad. I've literally got no reason to be mad if I don't lose anything. You know?
Exactly.
If I lose
Maybe
something
I lose a
that
little
I have,
time.
right? If I
Boo-hoo.
love the world because you shot me, I'll be mad. Right? But I'm not gonna be mad, right? Like, it's here in this game. It's like, unless I had like on some bullshit that I like paid people for like money. I'm trying not to get mad over games.
This is it's just
I get mad,
it's a
but I
fun
don't
game.
get, like, mad.
No, you don't get teeth. I was cracking up during the VOD videos. You put the suicide, suicide jump in. The freedom jump, bro. I was surprised that sent me to New Babbage. I thought that jump would have just, you know, broke my leg.
Clearly, you learned otherwise.
This Devastator is a cool looking one. The
It's
Midnight.
a shit weapon.
Yeah, it's a shit weapon, but it looks cool. Oh, it has a laser. Oh no. it doesn't. Oh!
Apparently, I can shoot you in the eye.
Now I'm blind.
You really?
No.
It would be so cool. I shot at your eye. You can like see it one eye, like half the screen black.
I would be kind of cool though. They should add that.
Stuck without-
They should add that, bro. Honestly.
Like, just walking around, always seeing out one eye, like half the screen.
I'm gonna have to use your med bay, by the way. This is a necessity.
That's literally what it's there for.
I have 2 tier 3s.
As long as they're kids.
Where's your med bay? Is it, it's like over here, I think, right? Habitation. You sit down. Oh, it's up here.
Let's meet. Let's not. I don't know.
He said no. There's a med bed on this ship. Ah, I see. The substitute med bay. The only thing you really need from med.
The only thing a big ship's med bay gets you is.
I mean, realism and
The carrot gets you fires are fine. Large.
Yeah.
Yeah, go plant that, get a mission, park it out there somewhere. And basically just have it closer so when you die. Yeah, across the board.
Since I'm here, I'm gonna just stay on your ship.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
We could try to nuke this. Way. Try to get that bounty hunter mission pushed up. I'm getting close. Really close to putting the bounty hunter mission through. Oh, we already pushed her. Shit.
No, contract share.
Oh, because I think we're contraband. Oh no, we did that one earlier with
Yeah, we did both the missions, so we just gotta get new ones now. Because they were kind of late on the mission to start out the day. I think the Cutlass Black was a good upgrade though. I'm enjoying it.
I like the
Yeah. I mean, I think there are better ships out there still. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, every tier is like different.
But that's definitely like an upgrade for me though, from where I was rocking this. It allows me to actually do some combat.
Do you do it, Day?
It is the Jack of all trades.
Quantum travel, engage.
But the Hercules is it gives it a run for its money. It's a nice ship. I like the aesthetic of it. I like how many guns.
Hercules is
there's-
expensive as shit.
But yeah, it is expensive. But if you have a couple people,
To run it, it's
Yeah.
Each refueling costs me probably anywhere between 20 and 100 grand.
yeah. I remember you saying that it does cost you sometimes, or most of the time, more
No,
than
it's not all.
more.
Like once you start adding
Yeah.
repairs, and then the fact that I've got guns that have to be replaced, repair, all that stuff.
You should have people pay for some of your repairs here and there.
So, cost doing business, bro. Cost doing business. But I just get so long with enough money. Is this literally what we just left?
I think so. I think it just send those guys right back. It's just gonna reload it, I guess. That's weird.
Find out if this is where it comes from. Like, you know, a multiplayer game. It'd be like a Game of Thrones type of game. Where you actually like have currency and shit.
Yeah, I don't kind of like how some of the ships are kind of blocked. That's the I kind of bothered me, but
Like, Mountain Blade was multiplayer. Like,
yeah, bro, what the fuck?
these turrets are maybe we should listen.
That's my ship.
Docking denied.
Pretty sure that's my ship.
Landing
Because we
gear
didn't really fly very far away.
We were. Wait.
Ah. Maybe it is. It looks like something.
Yeah, it looks like yours is all cut with black snowflake.
Yeah. I didn't get the paint job. I almost got the paint job, but I didn't like getting the paints in the shop. So I'm gonna wait for some other ones to come out.
I like that pink one for the
Yeah. So there's a pink one. Oh, it's cool.
Ah, okay, there it is. I was like, what the fuck did I park on? Is this yours? I guess this is yours. It's the ramps. The green. Did you have it? No, you didn't have an RC car in the back of yours, did you?
No, that's not mine. I only had the hover bike, but mine blew up, so I didn't have the hover bike anymore. Did it let you inside?
Yep.
That's weird. Yeah. Oh, it's close. Oh, there we go. You can't jump that. Oh, yeah, I didn't park like that. Oh shit.
Probably should have stole the RC car, but whatever. Destination complete. Target destroyed. Is there an explosive barrel out here? Aw.
He said same location. That's funny.
Yeah, I'll go like across the centers. Wasn't
Nope, not mine. Look like mine. Nah, I'm just waiting for a new paint job. I didn't like any of these. They're kind of off. I kind of like the red one they had. It was like gray and red, but
I mean, the Pisces red, the Pisces.
oh, I almost got a Pisces one today. It was like a white camo one, like an Arctic camo. They didn't have the arrow. I didn't want a Eeyore thing. I give him a little love tap to the butt. I'm a little colorblind, so sometimes it'd be fucking with me.
I mean, just remember if it's a minor threats mission. Oh, hey. Hi, Charlie. Hey, buddy.
He had some heavy armor. I don't know. No, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill anybody. I missed because it's like it.
Somebody
I
else
think
here?
so.
They all just got wrecked, dude. Somebody else here?
These whites just took out a whole group over here.
There's somebody else in there.
You said somebody else?
I don't know. Maybe that's.
Oh, you scared the shit out of me. It has to be then, right? Because it was a full cutty without any damage. That could have been him, the guy up there. But I'm hearing shots. Is that you? Oh shit. That's a player. Or not a player. That's something. That guy lasered me, bro. Yeah. I need to heal. How do I heal myself? B. Oh shit. I didn't get myself in time.
There's probably a quicker way to do that. Just FYI. Carry med.
I had it on advanced still, so I wasn't able to actually get myself. Man.
Use your own pen. I'm not wasting.
So I'm not good enough.
No. There's plenty of fucking med boxes.
I know. I know.
Use your own pen, goddammit. Not my job.
Actually got some shots on me. I want this white on. This guy just died. That's a bet. Don't know what he died from. Yeah, white heavy armor. That's what I want. Yeah, another guy just fucking died out of nowhere.
Stop killing our buddies.
He just fucking. Oh. Bruh. They're spawning out of nowhere. Okay. I literally looked at the corner, the guy wasn't there, I looked back and he was there and he shot me.
That door right there, dude. Of course you did.
It was clear. What?
Yeah, we're gonna get this set up and we'll go do like a snorkel thing one day. We'll all dress up in the white microtech armor and play snorkel.
Does that mean we have to miss everything?
Oh god. That would be like suicide. I guess it could be.
Nah, that was just a joke. That was a Star Wars joke.
Definitely get the right.
Fucking shit.
I think I knocked him down, but it didn't kill him.
I'll check.
Grab the rest of these armor. Didn't mean it always, but they gave me a guy. Go. The exit the bunker.
Time to go.
Yes.
Alright. Just killing these muzzles and sights. On my way.
God, I can't like you can't like rag on yourself so that I can just like lift you. That would be a fun feature. Be able to be weird enough in the place.
That's a hard question, my guy. My guy in chat asked, what is your favorite gun? Yeah.
You said Dakota.
Yeah, that's what he said.
As much as I like the automatic weapons and stuff, Dakota's just the coolest. Like, it's
I like
kinda
the
a-
Lumen.
It's like a 45, basically. Like, just balance this baby up. Girl, like, I don't think there's any gun that I really, other than which one did I really get? Oh, the Devastator. Can't say the Devastator.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Feels like
I like the limit.
This is where having a car that calls would be nice.
Yep.
Ah, shit. Might be interesting. I'm not sure.
we call teamwork. Teamwork. What? We always have to jump.
Back door.
Yeah, you ain't getting that. There needs to be a grapple button, bro.
I wish we had grapples.
Like, there's,
grapples look-
it's kind of crazy that that's not in the game, right? Like, out of all the things they have in the game, they don't have a grapple
I can
feature.
understand. Grapple hooks can be pretty difficult. Like with the decent shit we have already, like grapple hooks. But grapple hooks would be fun. And not even necessarily yeah, I guess I'd say not even necessarily grapple hooks, but grapple hooks. Kinda necessary.
I don't know.
Because there's no like gun rack in this thing anywhere. Carry a sniper rifle besides the medic. In the event of an emergency. Alright, let's see.
The combat medic tip.
Ah, Christ. Well, we're gonna have to go and reload here shortly.
No worries.
A grenade launch.
Yeah, S71's a good gun. I like that gun.
I haven't used it a whole lot. I'm not a huge fan of laser guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are alright, but for the most part, I prefer the ballistics. Just something about the ballistics.
You like the sound and stuff,
It's
or
like real guns.
yeah.
The ballistics, I don't know, feel more real to me than laser guns.
Yeah.
But I'm opposed to laser guns. I think laser guns are pretty cool. Something about a projectile.
Hmm. Yeah.
Entering industry. A journey.
That would be kind of cool.
Systems
Oh wow, that
on.
explosion did a lot of damage,
To your ship.
dude. Yeah.
Dang.
It's absolutely
I mean, Cutlass is a big ship. You can think. The exterior and everything looks good in there, too. Did you ever close the back bay? Oh, you just didn't. Good shit. Do you think they're gonna ever add like a fleet carrier to this game?
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
ships on and log out in space. I mean, obviously they gotta figure out the bed log out before that happens.
That has to do with yes. That'll get fixed.
Quantum travel, engage.
They also gotta fix some ships they already have in game where their functions actually don't work.
They need to get the ships in game.
Quantum travel,
Like the
complete.
Constellation's little thing. Oh, one ship should be able to jet out. I think it needs to be able to jet out by now. I think it's been like out since day one. Yep.
Once all the ships are designed,
So we keep getting alien ships. Where are the aliens? Like, real. Some of the ships they got are cool. And you know what I really wish wasn't gate kept? The
Landing gear
uh,
down.
Shadow of Mordor game.
Landing complete. Launch lead.
Their Nemesis system, right? Like that, like the way they have it set up is so like it's up to a T, but it's they're gatekeeping it. I like that game a lot though.
That would be
I
like
play both.
somebody going through and making an engine that was like used by the entire industry, making it really good, like the entire industry would put shit, right? And then
Yeah.
basically picking up proprietary stuff, you know,
Well, they said they don't plan to use it in anything else, and I'm like, bro. That system is so fun.
The Epic Games engine, right? Like say after being public for so long, Epic Games decided that they were going to like sell it. That would be stupid. Like say that for some other company, and they just decided to like only have it accessible to like their games, their published games. That would be insane. That would be insane. And some of these, I guarantee some of these publishers.
I mean, I hope Starfield has it. Really do. And Starfield has a Nemesis system, bro. Holy shit.
They'll be able to figure out another way to do the Nemesis system. Like, just ask ChatGPT, how can I make a Nemesis system that doesn't violate Ubisoft's?
I mean, Watch Dogs attempted it, and they did such a bad job where I think companies are scared now to reattempt it. Like Watch Dogs did such a bad job at it. Terrible. No, they had a Nemesis system in it, and it was terrible. They
It wasn't the same because it's copyrighted, right? Like they can't use a patented system without paying money for it. They made it a system a different way, and then probably just I didn't pay attention because I played it.
Oh yeah.
Launch complete.
I didn't try it.
It wasn't.
I tried it, like, it was on Game Pass, like for a free trial, like little thing, and I tried it and it was terrible.
Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2 are bad.
I like the first one.
A little bit.
It's a story game.
They lack. Every Ubisoft game lacks.
Yeah. There's no game with, I mean, Assassin's Creed
Well, the original Assassin's Creed, even the
is
Ezio-
about all they got.
Ezio
Whoa.
Trilogy was still fun. And even like I enjoyed Assassin's
Odyssey was
Creed
really
Black
good.
Flag. I loved all that Odyssey. I still haven't beat Odyssey yet.
I need to do the DLCs, and I haven't beat the main campaign. I just got burnt out after a while.
I don't. It just.
Like, does it, you know what I mean?
I like my world. And as much as I like Assassin's Creed,
I like to play online.
excellent.
Yeah, you know, that's what burnt me out after a while. I'm like, bro, all right, I need a break, and I just didn't come back. I played it a lot during COVID though. That was my COVID game.
Well, and apparently Valhalla is like even bigger, and I like big.
I don't like Valhalla. I'm honestly inclined to go back to Odyssey before I go back to that Valhalla. Beat it. Because I'm about at the same point in both games. I'd probably say, completion wise. And
I
Odyssey
just
is.
thought the fact that you could. This is part of the master level.
Well, you can go to fucking Neptune now and all that, like with the DLCs they added, which are really good. You can go to Hell. Like they added all the Greek mythology shit, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, they need to add a co-op. Is what they should have done. Like, you know how like there's the female and the male character.
See, I've never done that.
Landing.
Well, think about it though. There's a female and a male character now about just every year, right? So like, it would be really cool if they could make it so that you could play with your friend. I think that would be cool.
And Ubisoft is basically well, and like that's my
Just one
biggest
friend.
Problem with the new. So I'm gonna play fucking Avatar, and somebody's gonna play it with me. I don't know who's gonna play it with me, but one of you.
Wait, there's an Avatar game?
Yeah, whenever it comes.
Oh, I'm definitely getting that, bro. Yeah.
But it's like it's got like a 2-player co-op thing, I think, because all it doesn't do like the 4-player like Ubisoft standard.
Yeah.
So that to me is
I'm
super
definitely playing
problematic.
with it. That's gonna be cool. If they do that well, that's gonna be
Playing the
cool.
game because I absolutely adore Avatar. I think the franchise as a whole is great. It might not be as original story-wise, but it is. Like, people want to complain about Pocahontas and shit. It's like, really? Like, every fucking story ever that does that's Pocahontas. Like, come the fuck on. Star Wars is just a retelling of.
Does
fucking
Pocahontas just own that?
Like, Star Wars is literally a retelling of like Homer's Odyssey. Like, dude goes on a journey and fucking becomes a badass fucking like warrior and shit, meets gods and stuff. Like, that's basically the story of Luke Skywalker until Disney got a hold of it. They're like, fuck, piece of shit, fucking lightsaber, fucking. I don't know what they got against them. I like. What a whiny bitch. He's a lot less whiny than anything, actually. Let's be real. Anakin was really whiny. Anakin was really Yeah, see, well, like 11 of these is 660, a 1200, 60, so 21 of these is what, it's probably more like 15 or 16 maybe to get through an entire worker, but that's not a bad price, right? Considering you're making like 65,000. That's not a bad price. So if I buy like all of these, even if I lose them, I'm only out like a couple grand, right? This isn't even. Okay, let's make it a third. So I'll spend a third of just one mission. 341 rounds of ammunition. My grenade launcher. We gotta get you a grenade launcher.
What you said?
Buy yourself some grenade launcher. This is just ridiculous. The fuck don't you have a grenade launcher yet? You should have went out and got yourself a grenade launcher. You knew we would be doing this.
I don't even know where to get a grenade launcher.
Bullshit. I've told you. I've taught you. I've showed you. I'm taking you there.
They could do that.
Head. I mean, clearly I like it. That's how I got put on the playlist in the first place.
Come on, elevator.
Uh-oh.
Come on, elevator.
So,
30K.
I think we broke it because I hit the button and you hit the button at the same time. The elevator was trying to go, but then you called it at the same time, and I think we just broke it. We should try that. See if we can do that again. Server, see if we can, like, if that's what causes the 30K.
Now we know how to nuke a server.
That would be a crazy 30K, dude.
Bro, imagine that. If that's a bug, bro. You just nuke servers.
Couldn't do that. That would be griefing, and you'd get banned. If
Well, I would
that's the
report it.
cause-
No, what I would do is I would report it. And then so they would know. Because that's something they would actually need to fix. Like, seriously.
Why the fuck did it put me back at Shella Frontier?
I don't know if it will let me join. Oh, that's why. Okay. It was acting up.
This actually loads. Did you get in?
Not yet. Not letting me join.
Balls X.
That might be my calling. Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it with that. It's about 5 a.m. for me. Peace.
Did you get stuck? Alright, dude, later. did the reset my browser thing that it does.
Ah. All right, folks, you heard the man. I suck. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for doing everything you did, and make sure you follow, tune in for more content, and ciao.